Yo, it is Andre. I am back with another video. The reason why it's dark is because it's nighttime, you know? That's right, it's nighttime. Oh yeah, because every time at night, I turn off the lights, you know? But I'll turn the light on since I decided to do this video. Here we go. Oh yeah. So anyway, yeah, this is a video I'm doing at night, you know? It's nighttime, the sun went down. But this is just to ask one of my fans question. One of my fans sent me a one of my fans wanted me to make a video about what I personally think about the red pill in media, basically. So I'm making this video to answer your question, since you want me to make a video about it. Let me see here. What do I personally think about red pill? You said, right? Well, see, red pill is just another term for the truth in general. When they say it, it's just a way of saying the truth. And then you said my personal belief about it. You said how they make basically you said the fact that they warn men about female nature, right? But then they also tell men to focus on making money. You want me to answer? Is it like both a truth and a lie? Like, you know, is it wrong to have men focus on money for a couple years? Is that what you're asking? Well, let me see. Okay, I'm gonna tell you my personal take on it since you asked me on the red pill. Okay. They're right in warning men about female nature, because it'll be good if there comes a day where there's not. Oh, sorry, I was distracted. But anyway, I think it'll be good if there comes a day where there's not one man to be tricked, you know, to be manipulated. You know what I'm saying? So they're help spreading that awareness, even if they're not always accurate, you know. Because even though men must use the red pill, you know, which is the truth in general, a lot of men out there, all they gotta do is speak accurate about things and expose every lie. You know what I'm saying? Yep, a lot of them could do it easily because they have a lot of views and they've been doing this the longest, so you know, so they just gotta be more accurate. That's all. Like if someone comes at them saying, you know, lies that came from the culture, all they gotta do is combat each lie when it comes their way. That way, yeah, you know what I'm trying to say. So anyway, my personal belief is that the red pill just means truth. Now, when it comes to the part where they tell men to make money and prosper, well, it's like this. The truth is, it's not wrong to make money, but at the same time, that shouldn't be a man's main focus. That's the thing. As a man lives this life, he should just live moment to moment, you know, not worrying about the future. All he has to focus on is just doing what he can, you know. But he can't just be like fixated on the wrong things. So that's my take on it. But at the same time, every man, you know, a lot of humans on Earth, or the countless humans, not every humans have the same circumstance. Like, for example, with me, because I have the complete awareness of the self, you know, I'm fully aware that I'm both creator and incarnation at the same time. I'm completely in sync with the source. So therefore, this is why, basically, the universe, all of reality works in my favor. Basically, what I can't do from my incarnation side, I do from the source side, the source me. Yeah. So basically, everything that happens in reality works in my favor because I'm the one doing it. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing it from the source side. You know, that's right. So I have great magical abilities, but I'm using my energy from the source to do it. That's the thing. So yeah. So basically, to put it short, I have the option of not having to work if I don't want to, because everything is just brought my way because of my power. You know, I'll never turn for the source me. So I have the option of not having to work if I don't want to. That's the thing. Like, for example, I haven't worked in years because I simply chose not to. I have no reason to work. I have the option of not having to work. Why? Because everything works in my favor. So I never lack anything because of that. But why I brought this up is because many human beings are not connected to that same source, you know, because many human beings are not aware of the complete self. And like I said in my past video, when a person is not aware of the complete self, they are disconnected from the source, and thus they're more prone to be powerless. Basically, if a person is not aware of their complete self, then there are things they won't be able to do, depending on how less aware they are. Basically, the more aware a person is, the more power they got, because a person is only as powerful as their awareness level in real life. But most men are not aware of that. That's all I could say. So most men are not connected to the source because they're not that aware. In order to be completely connected to the source where you can bring about anything in reality, you have to be fully aware. But not like but yeah, it's like I said, one of my Twin Tail, right? Yeah. It's like I said, not everybody has the same awareness. And so yeah, and therefore they're not as powerful. That's the thing. So that's why I say not every man on earth has the same opportunity, because if a person is not fully aware of themselves, they're just going to be subject to the elements of existence, of reality. They'll be pretty much powerless to a lot of stuff that happens in reality, simply because they're not in tune with the source. So, therefore, a lot of dudes out there, because of their lack of awareness, they have no choice but to work a wage slave job, because that's the only way they can make money. They're not, they're powerless basically because they're not fully aware. That's the thing. So, yeah, you're only as powerful as how aware you are. So therefore, not every dude is under the same circumstance. You know what I'm saying? If there are dudes out there who are cursed, they have no choice but to have, the only way they can prosper is to being a wage slave. They got no choice because, like I said, in order to get out of that, they had to become more aware. That's all I can say. So that's why he asked me, the fact that they tell people to focus on making money. Yeah, well, it's like, it depends on the dude. That's all I'm saying. Like I said, you understand, right? Because I don't know how to really explain it properly, because every person has a different circumstance, Like I said, because there's other men out in existence like me who have the full awareness. We're just extremely rare compared to the population. So yeah. So basically, because I have everything work in my favor, I have unlimited power. I can do anything in reality. I can enjoy the benefits of being a human being, and I get to enjoy the benefits of being the source at the same time. So, yeah. This is the source of my power, my magic. So because of that, I literally just bring things my way that I need or want, And basically, I have a loophole, basically. I'm not subject to the world system or the governments of the world system, Yeah. But I don't tell most people that. That's the thing. Yeah, when people see me out, whenever I'm traveling somewhere, or I'm out on the bout, or I'm doing things, to the average person, I appear to be an ordinary human, but they have no idea that I'm not. I don't just have power. I have the ultimate power. That's the thing. But yeah, like I make this YouTube channel for the main purpose of spreading awareness. So yeah, I want dudes to have access to the same power if it's meant for them to be aware. Like I said, this will only happen to a dude out there, men out there, if they've just become more aware. But like I said, there are people who are just not meant to be aware, right? That's why they will stay brainwashed, or they'll become aware enough to where they'll make it. You know what I'm saying? But all I can say is that it's like, yeah, money should never be the focus, in general. A person can make money, but I'm just saying, I'm gonna speak from my opinion because my awareness level. So basically, from what I see, the love of money is the root of all evil. Money should not be the main focus. I mean, that's from my perspective. Yeah, that's my answer. So, the truth is, a man should not worry about his life, about what to eat or drink, or about his body, what to wear, because the grasslands, the fields of the earth don't worry about any of that, and the Father clothes them. So the same thing He'll do with humans. We shouldn't worry about what to eat and drink because the Father in heaven will feed us, just like He does the animals. And are we not more important than countless animals on earth? Exactly, because human beings are gods of this world. Yeah, we're not animals. We're gods. We're deities. Yeah, our mother is the earth, and our father is the heavenly Father. So you know how it is. We're more important than all the animals. This is why everything, because just like how they're taken care of, we'll be taken care of too. But what kills the connection of having unlimited, wealth and prosperity coming to a person is that a lot of people in this world lack faith. They're not, like I said, disconnected. In order to have the complete faith, they have to be fully aware. But if they're not fully aware, then they just naturally won't be connected. So therefore, from what I know, and this is from the source, he's telling me this information. It is better to not worry about a thing and just trust the source. But of course, not everyone has that awareness, so I can't say that to a lot of humans out there, because they need that awareness in order to understand. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so basically, but universally, exactly, yeah, you're right. It's actually wrong to put money as a focus, to say, oh, yeah, you know what I'm trying to say, like trying to focus on money and all that, when in reality it's better to just trust the source and everything will be added to you. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, this only applies to those who are aware. Those who are not aware are going to keep focusing on the wrong things. So just remember that. Yeah. I get my food and drink from the source. I get my clothes from the source. I get my good luck spirits from the source. Why do you think I run on good luck? Why do you think everything works in my favor? Why do you think I'm always fed and well nourished and well drunk? Look, and all that. And why do I get an allowance? Exactly, which I never asked for. Because the source set all that up. Even before I was born, the source, basically the source exists outside of time. So the source already knew the humans who trust the source completely, and the ones who lack that trust. That's the thing. It was already seen beforehand. So okay, everything is planned, because our true self, which is the source us, exists outside of time. So you know what I'm trying to say. So yeah. I'm just an example of those that the source loves. So that's why I never have to worry about a thing. You know what I'm saying? So I have the option of not having to work for a company, to make money, because the source already brings me an allowance, by default. And there's a lot of cash, so it's like, wow. Yeah. Because, you know what I'm saying? All this stuff is predestined, that's all I can say. So, because I can't speak for other humans, but then again, I could speak from the source perspective. So according to what the source is telling me, yes, it's actually wrong to be all about money. A person can make money if they want, but they can't just worship it or, have the love of money. They can't, they can just use it as a tool, but they can't just think that that's what they should put their trust in, and that solves everything. If anyone thinks that way, they're wrong. So so the red pill, I applaud them for warning men about female nature, speaking the truth, but they can't get carried away about telling men to focus on too much material, you know what I'm saying? And also telling men to get with a woman when they build themselves up, because there's still a possibility of the woman divorcing them or setting them up. See, so it's pretty much the same thing as when men were not aware of that. So they can say some things that are wrong, but they're right about female nature. But like I said, can't really say much about this because we're my position in reality. I'm one of the humans that everything works in my favor, so I never have to worry about a thing. I have my option. I have a loophole. So like I said, this is the reality of having the complete awareness. So because I have this complete awareness, I'm gonna share it on YouTube. Eventually, more men and boys who are going to turn into men are going to see these videos that I've made so far, and it will increase their awareness. Hopefully there'll come a day where there's not a single man that can be manipulated again by not just women and girls, but anybody in general, or any spirit or any entity. I want people to become fully aware. But like I said, that's for my human side. But with the source side says not everybody's meant to be fully aware. So even though so that's why things are gonna play out the way they're meant to. That's all I can say. But so that's my answer to your question. The red pill just exposed female nature, and that's a good thing. So, but but I'll say this from the example of my life exactly. The love of money is the root of all evil. Never obsess over money. Never worry about never have this mindset. What if this happens? What if that happens? No. And men must never base their worth off of other men. Oh, also, when a man says, I'm gonna become a better version of myself, a man should not think that way either. Men out there, you gotta realize something. You are perfect. You are the best version of yourself. You just don't realize that. Remember that. Life and death is in the power of the tongue. If you speak against yourself, you will curse yourself without realizing it. So just be aware, man, out there. You're not, see, you gotta understand, you are the best version of yourself already. You just don't know that. Because just the fact that you're perfect, the definition of it. You limit yourself when you believe the lies of society. You have to get out of that mentality, the way you're conditioned growing up. So that's all I'm gonna say, So I think I want to say one more thing. Let me see before I go. It's night, so I'm about to go back to bed. Yeah, I'm turning off the light and stuff. But before that, let's see, it's nighttime. So let me see. What's the last thing I want to say? Let's see here. Yeah, the love of money is the root of all evil. Basically, remember, guys out there, you are the best version of yourself. No matter how much wealth you have, or even if you have less, or a lot, or even if you're on the streets, or you're in a mansion, or you're in a house, or it doesn't matter what position you are. Do not base your worth off of what you have and don't have. That's not right. Yeah, you can't have that mentality. You're supposed to enjoy life. You're supposed to enjoy what you have. You can't never compare yourself to others. Because that's what leads to you suffering and being destroyed. Because because you do that, you're not in tune with your true self. That's the thing. Yeah, because a lot of dudes out there make that mistake. Like, you think you're not good enough because you've been lied to by the world system. No, you are good. You're just getting... I know you guys are just making money just so you can use as a tool to, do things. But it's not wrong to, do the path that you choose, but just not base your worth off it, because that's where you monk up. You know what I'm saying? Understand? Don't base your worth off of it. Know that you're perfect already. Just enjoy what you have and don't have. And if you have a plan, then yeah, enjoy the plan you're making and continue moving forward. But don't worry, don't doubt. Just do whatever you plan to do, just do it. And don't worry, don't be like, oh, what if this happened? What's that happen? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, just live life. To put it short, just live life in general. Like, just don't worry. Every male in existence, man, just get rid of the worry spirit. Be a male that doesn't worry. But anyway, I'm gonna so that's my answer. So alright, Twin Tail, I answered your question, so I'm gonna go back to sleep. So I was thinking about doing this video tomorrow, but I said, nah, I'll take care of it real quick tonight. So anyway, so remember, Twin Tail, and not just Twin Tail, anyone else, if you want me to make a video about something or someone to spread awareness, just tell me in my comment, I want you to make a video of this, so that way I'll make that video. You know what I'm saying? And even if I don't see it right away, because there are times I'll be asleep or I'll be outside somewhere, because when I go outside, I leave my phone at the house. So you know what I'm trying to say? I don't take it with me because I like to enjoy the nature. I try to make time for everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, so when I go out, I leave my phone in the house. That's why I don't always answer the, you know what I'm saying? But I will see the comments eventually. That's the thing. So if anyone wants me to make a video about something, like I said, just let me know in the comments. Just say I want you to make a video about this. But anyway, I answered your question, Twin Tail. Peace. Oh yeah.